Coach, New Orleans went up 16 in that first quarter. What did you guys do or change, or what did you say that sort of sparked the dominance that we saw from that point on?
Yeah, no, we hadn't done anything we talked about. We talked about being tougher in and around the bucket. We missed layups. We looked rusty and we looked a little bit slow and timid. We called the timeout. We started to fight back, even though we didn't make shots. We kind of changed our approach to the game, and then that first unit stabilized us, and the second unit really kind of came in and got us rolling, got our confidence up.
Yeah, you mentioned that second unit, the bench as a whole, Jalen Noel as an individual. How big of a lift did you get from that group when they kind of started rolling?
Well, I mean, you saw it. It was great. They all were sharing the ball, making the right play, and then when we needed to make tough shots, they did. And it just was, kind of spiraled from there. I thought I was really pleased with the start of the third quarter. We talked at halftime about, showing more bodies to Zion, and it's a full-time job trying to keep him away from the basket. And we were able to do it a little bit better and then get out and challenge some shots.
John, go ahead.
Yeah, Chris, not just the shot making that started to pick up, but really the defense from the second quarter on. What did you see in that group from the activity standpoint, Jaden blocking some shots and things like that really allowed you to kind of get the stops you needed to get things going in the right direction?
Yeah, we just kept telling them to sell out towards the ball. Just if you're going to err on being on a certain side of the floor, err on coming to the side of the ball. I think they're a little bit reluctant at first because of the offensive rebounds that we were giving up in the first part of the game, but we had to make sure that we got as many bodies in front of them as we possibly could.
Did you get a little shower?
Yeah, a little shower. It was nice.
What did it feel like, Chris, just to get your first win?
Felt great. Felt amazing. Really proud of the guys, the way they played. We came back out of the break with the right mindset. We had an awesome practice yesterday. The spirit was good to walk through at the hotel. I could tell they were ready to play. I was really shocked, actually, by our start. That kind of caught me off guard. I think we're just a little rusty. And then, we missed shots, and then that allowed them to get out and transition too.
Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Chris, with D'Angelo out for at least a little while longer, with Malik out and Jordan now out, what kind of opportunity does Jalen Noel have here, and how do you take advantage of what he can show you tonight?
Well, he did exactly what we needed him to do. I mean, yesterday we talked to him. I think he was a little concerned that we would ask him to, play a classic point guard role, and we didn't want him to do that at all. We just said, hey, get it up, get us into our stuff, and then just be yourself afterwards. He caught fire. It's fun to watch.
In the short time you've been able to watch Jaden McDaniels, what have you seen that's impressed you about him, and especially in his first year here? Yeah,
he's fearless. He looks, he's young, but he's fearless, and I love that. And he's, take on any challenge defensively, not afraid to take a right shot, big shot, and I thought he was really, really impactful for us, both ends of the floor.
Jace, go ahead.
Hey, Chris, was that the winning offensive formula tonight for Ant?
Oh, for sure. I mean, when he started that second quarter, getting downhill, a couple shoulder hit finishes, I mean, that's the recipe right there. It kind of loosened him up. And then, he was able to make the right play, get kick outs. I mean, he really can get anywhere he wants to on the floor. He's just trying to discover what he can do out there.
And then with Jake, he was out of the rotation, had been for a little bit before you got here. And then what did you see from him that maybe made you want to give him a shot? And what have you liked just from what he's brought to this team?
Yeah, I love guys who can create shots for others without the ball in their hands. Smart screening, smart cutting, smart spacing. He's just the kind of a glue guy, and he'll be, especially with Cat. He's such a dynamic cutter. When Cat sees like double teams in the post, and then of course he's got the ability to knock down a shot. And I thought he played excellent defense on Brandon Ingram tonight too.
Britt and then Pierre. Britt, go ahead. Two quick questions. Hang on for a minute. Sorry. Go to somebody else, please.
Pierre, go ahead.
Chris, you kind of touched on it just a moment ago, but with Jordan being out for a little while longer and Ricky being your only natural point guard as of right now, how are you able to mask that and get around that tonight? And what do you foresee kind of the plan is kind of going forward without having a natural backup point guard at this point in time?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be times where we need it, need another, classic point out there. But generally, our system is not as reliant on a point guard as maybe some others. Anybody can push it up, and anyone can get us into, 2 or 3 of the actions that we give them to get into. So in that regard, we're just going to have to make do. I mean, I thought coming into the game, Anthony would have to do more handling, just maybe to take the pressure off of Jalen. But, it wasn't necessarily the case. And then, of course, when you have skilled bigs, they're going to always be able to bring the ball up too.
Last one to Dane. Dane, go ahead.
Coach, I think particularly early on, we saw Karl looking for his shot as much or more than he has the entire season. I mean, you've been talking some about just being intentional about running through him. How do you feel that balance shook out tonight? And is that what you kind of anticipate going forward?
Well, he told me the other day that he was going to be extremely aggressive in this game, and I was all for it. At times we needed him to be more aggressive over the last few games. He always tries to make the right play, and we love that about him. He didn't really connect early on, but I thought he shot the rust off, and then he wasn't trying to find his rhythm later. Then he was really aggressive going to the hoop. I thought he got, did a good job of mixing up attacking and shooting. Made some big shots at the end of the clock. He really got himself going, even though, the buckets weren't there, but just his mindset was aggressive.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time tonight.
Okay, thank you.